Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the great Phil Donahue. Thank you, Chairman Torres. I don't know who has a finer church picnic reputation for getting down where the guerrillas work in the trenches, making things happen for otherwise powerless people than Chairman Torres. It's a thrill to be here for a lot of reasons, and among them is I'm finally at a dinner where Marlo Thomas is not being honored. I mean, people knock me over to get to Marlo Thomas. I now carry her plaques. I mean, I'm beginning to feel like the man on the psychiatric couch to whom the doctor says, "But sir, you are inferior." Marlo regrets her inability to be here. California girl, Beverly Hills brat. I sat on when I married Marlo Thomas, I married a hospital. I speak of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, founded by her father, Danny Thomas. I spent many, many evenings on a dais, not unlike this, with my father-in-law, and wall-to-wall devotees of the hospital, supporters of the hospital. And I would say, people are always comparing me and my father. We have so much in common. My father's a very religious man. As you know, Bob Hope used to say Danny Thomas had stained glass windows in his car. And I said, we're both received many honors. My father-in-law was knighted by 2 popes. And I was recently named Man of the Year by Transvestites for a Better America. I am with you tonight because I believe if we put the Bill of Rights to a vote, you would vote for it. We cannot make that claim in behalf of the crowd in our White House. They have turned their back on the fundamentals of our democracy. Free speech is kind of a quaint idea, you know? It's not very practical at time of war. Imagine. There are millions of people in this country who believe if you're going to run up to a war, you can't criticize the president. You have to salute, otherwise you're not patriotic. They believe this. This comes from their soul. It is wrong to criticize a president going to war. What that means is that we've sent how many countless thousands of young people to die on foreign battlefields to protect our way of life, at the center of which is free speech, and then when we need it the most, we're not supposed to use it. If that's what they think, then stop wasting the blood of these young people who have fought so hard to protect our way of life. And how about search and seizure? Oh, my dear. I mean, they feel they can go through a woman's bedroom furniture when she's not home. No judicial authorization, because they're going to protect us. We believe that a woman's home is her castle. And we stand by the vision of the framers. If we had just obeyed the Constitution, this war would never have happened. This was not a constitutional decision. Up or down, Congress, up or down. Now, Article 1, Section 8 doesn't say, here, Mr. President, if you have to. This is a CYA. Sorry, I don't want to have to cover your butt. All right. I don't want to paralyze the signer here, or shock her either. This isn't constitutional. They've never done it since the early 40s. Spineless Congresses have passed along the third rail decision about war to the president. Only Congress can declare war. James Madison made the point, it's too much of a temptation to give to one man. Don't do it. If you do, especially a West Texas sheriff who swaggers in front of the cameras,